Alright, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G. Back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about the good old 50-50 debate. Oh, yes, we back here. The good old 50-50 debate. One thing black people like to do, we like to gossip about celebrities. We like to talk about 50-50 and gender roles. We like to talk about any type of mess or drama people having. But one thing that always come back around like a boomerang is the good old 50-50 debate. And this one woman, she said she's not down with 50-50 in a relationship, but she's open to 30-70. Let's go ahead on and hear what she got to say and react to it. Without further ado, let's get it.
In this era of my life, I am not doing 50-50 with no man. I'm doing 70-30. He can pay the big bills and I pay the small ones, like utilities, car insurance, wherever the case may be. I just feel like it's it's being looked at as a bad thing that a woman doesn't want to do 50-50. But considering, like, when I was a young girl, my grandparents, my granddad took care of my grandma. She never had to work. And back in the day, that was like an actual thing. When a man can retire his wife or his woman, he made it in life, you know. But now it's like that's not even a goal in life for men anymore. They don't want to be provider or protectors. And I feel like that's why you don't want to be a man for real, you know. Like, I don't understand that logic. I don't think it's a bad thing for a woman not wanting to work all the time. Like, give her opportunity to work on her own goals and help level y'all both up and build a foundation. Like, it's not like we're about to be twiddling our thumbs just spending the money. No, we're actually going to be doing work, just not working at an actual job where we have to be at all hours of the day, like a man does. I don't see what's the problem with that.
Now, what she was talking about is, she would cover the smaller expensive like car insurance, utilities, and similar bills. And to me, I think once again, man, this topic is so. This is like beating a dead horse. Like everyone's situation is different. Everybody household has different type of things that they got going on. So everyone is all dependent on what y'all got, what y'all household dynamic is. And by the way, statistically speaking, most people in America are doing 50-50. But in this type of economy, it is very hard to pay all the bills yourself unless you have a real good job or you're living under your means, you know. But in my opinion, I think if you're a man and you're already paying your bills, you're already paying your rent, but you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're meal prepping, you're getting your laundry ready, you're getting your pre-workout and your shakes and all that ready for the gym, all that time could be cut if you would have to a woman up in there to take care of all that, and she enters your life and becomes value and makes your life easier. Men are simple. All we want is for you to come in and add value to our life, get on our program, and make our life simple, simpler, I should say. um so if she could come in and do that, I think she don't need to pay no rent. If your rent 1,500, you should go ahead on and pay the whole 1,500. Now, if she would like to, work on the small bills, uh, work on all her personal bills, like her subscriptions to everything, her car insurance, her car note. Yeah, she could take care of all that if she choose to. Especially if you ain't just got no high salary job like that, or you just not making as much money per month like that. So if she could at least tend to her personal bills, but at the same time, every now and then, you'll still get her nails done, just to show appreciation. You'll still get her hair done just to, make her feel good. Have a self care day and then you just cover it on your expense. Not just for holidays, not just for Valentine's or her birthday, but just, random times. And if her car was to break down and it costs 400, instead of her paying the whole 400, you give her 250, you know, just to help out. But yeah, things like that. If a woman willing to come in your life and still willing to do 30-70, like how she say, or 70-30, and she'll cover up the small utilities, I think that's a win. And like I say, man, everybody household got a different dynamic. Some people do 50-50 where they splitting the rent dead in half. So if the rent is 1,400, she'll pay 700, she'll pay 700, and they split all the bills. All they just worry about their own separate bills, you know. And maybe the man will take care of the household bills, like maybe the light, maybe the internet, But other than that, she just worry about her own personal bills. And some people, they alternate. He'll pay the whole rent this month, then the next month she'll pay the whole rent. He'll pay the whole rent the month afterwards, and then she'll pay the whole rent afterwards. It depends on what works for your household. We have these debates as if everyone gotta abide by them. That's why it's so funny when this debate always come around. But it's always funny to, you know, see it come, and then I guess people still are going back and forth with it as if, somebody's right and somebody's wrong. This is not a right or wrong thing. This is literally whatever works for your household. Now, me personally, I think if you're a man and you have the means to cover everything because you're well off financially, go ahead on and cover everything financially. Now, if you got you a girl that's a boss chick and she would rather contribute, go ahead on and let her contribute, you know. But she can't throw it in your face saying, oh, I do this. And no, you wanted to do that, you know. So people just got to understand, if you want traditional relationship, you got to go by traditional ideologies. You got to go by traditional standards. You can't have your cake and eat it too, you know. So you can't be a boss babe and then get mad or saying your frustration that you're paying rent or whatever when you agree to that, or you having this money. And some girls feel like your money is your money. I mean, your money is their money and her money is her money, you know? But yeah, man. And then 50-50, bro, it ain't always just 50-50 financially. It's 50-50 like as a support system. If I'm sick, you take care of me, you pick up my slack. If you sick, I take care of you, I pick up your slack. We're not in just a relationship. We're in a partnership. We're in a companionship. You are my best friend / companion / partner / wife, whatever. We are coming together and moving as one, as a unit, And if we have kids, then, we just add into the pack. And everybody could do their fair share around the house. And it ain't gotta just be broken down to gender roles where only the women cook and clean. Some days the man could cook and clean. If he just wanna cook for his family on a Friday night because he just wanna show them his appreciation, he's entitled to that. It's their house. If the kids wanna clean up and let mama, just have a day where she could just relax and chill, and they'll make breakfast for her, they entitled to that. Like, who are you to tell someone else how they should run their household? Who are you to tell another man he's not a man because he runs his household like this, or he runs his household like that? Who are you? As long as they happy and it's working for them, let people do them. Me personally, if I were well off, I would just take care of everything. My money could be my money. Your money can be your money unless it's an emergency. If I'm doing, well, then I will pay all the rent. But, if she would like to pitch in on little bills, as far as her personal bills, then she could do that. But everybody run their household different, and everybody got a different, way they go about it. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. And tell me, how do y'all run it in y'all household? Do y'all alternate, every other month? Do y'all split it down the middle every single month? Do the man take care of everything and you just worry about your personal bills, or do the man take care of everything and your personal bills? Let me know down in the comment section how y'all dynamic work. If you'd like to see me react to something else, hit me up in the comment section. I read most of my comments. Or you could email me, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Or if you would like to see me speak on something else, same thing. Hit me up in the comment section or hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. If you're not subscribed, but you're waiting on, and if you like the video, go ahead on and hit the like button and help out with the algorithm. Until next time.